Hey, this is Bill for Sparky Channel, and I'd like to tell you about some great service I got from Delta. This is a Delta shower valve right here, and I got home last night, and lo and behold, it's leaking. And so I went out to my shed. I keep some of these on hand. And so this is the old cartridge that I took out, and this is what the new cartridge looks like right here. I actually had a couple of them in my shed, and here's one of them. So I put the new cartridge in there, but the thing that happened, this is about 12 years old now, maybe 14 years old, in that range there, and this is the original handle. If you look down here, you can see I drilled this sucker out. I drilled it right out. There's a set screw that goes in there, and it just wouldn't come off, no matter what I did. I have an earlier video where I show how to take this off. You take a 3/30 seconds hex head wrench, then you take it off, and then I show, you should put grease on the set screw before you put it back in and so forth. And that's a pretty popular video. About 92,000 people have seen it, and I've gotten comments every once in a while, Bill, I cannot get that set screw out. And I'm like, get the right size hex wrench, use some W40, tap it, you can get it. Then here I am, supposed to be like expert video guy, and I can't do it either. So I took a drill and I just drilled that sucker out. Took it right off, but then I was left without a handle. You see, I changed out the valve. You can see my previous video about changing out the valve. I go out over it very carefully with detail, how to change out the valve. And then I, put the handle back on and stuff, but I got caught this time. See, I just went to Home Depot this morning and I bought this a Danco, one size fits all handle. It's supposed to fit all faucets, You go to Home Depot, they got a lot of Danco stuff there. And it doesn't fit. It doesn't go over this escutcheon part like it's supposed to. So the story is, I called Delta, a nice lady named Mary, and she says, yes, we will send you a cartridge. And I said, well, may I please have a handle as well? It was just too corroded, and I had to drill it out, and please, please, please. She says, yes, we will send you a handle. This is a lifetime guarantee faucet, and different brands have these. Kohler has it, Moen has it, and Delta has it, and there's a differing amount that these companies will give you, as far as a lifetime guarantee. And so I am pleased to report that Delta did a great job. They're going to send me a new handle to replace this one. So I was so happy about that. I thought I'd make a video and tell you that Delta does excellent customer service. This can vary from company to company. So I have a good report for you from Delta. I'll be getting the new handle in a week or so, and I'll take this junky one off. It works, it works fine. It doesn't really cover what it's supposed to cover, but it works, and it'll work for a couple weeks while I'm waiting for the part. And I'll get a new cartridge. See, the way I do it is I buy a cartridge and have it sitting in my shed. And then when I need it, I use it, and I call Delta and say, I need a new cartridge. And they send me a cartridge, and then that cartridge that they send me replaces this one. That's the way I do it. Otherwise, you're left with a leak for 2 weeks, while you're waiting for the part. It doesn't really work. So I just wanted to report that good news. The world needs a little more good news right now, doesn't it? And I'll put a link to the video that I made of how to change out this cartridge. And, it's really a good idea to use plumber's grease So I'll put a link for some really good plumber's grease. You see, plumber's grease is silicone, and it's made to not be toxic to people if it gets in the water. You know, I wouldn't spread it on my toast or anything, you know, but it's made to not be toxic at least. If you want to grease your set screw, you use any kind of grease you want. I think marine grease is probably a better idea because it doesn't have to do with your drinking water. Thanks, and remember, if your faucet is guaranteed for life, call your faucet company if you have a problem and see what they'll do for you.